we talked about plumbing. Your obsession with plumbing.
Well, yeah, there's that, but no, and with electricity, it's a much more global, grand scale, like the invention, the discovery of electrical currents. And I've read pretty much everything I could on Edison, because he invented the electric chair. And
oh, that was nice.
well, there's actually a really good book. I'm looking on my bookshelf, Edison and the Electric Chair.
My goodness.
It's a really good read if you're a nerd like me. But he was a brilliant man as well, and just how he didn't invent the electric chair, but he did enough with electricity that it was kind of like at that turn of the century time, and they're like, hey, we could stop hanging people and electrocute them, and it'll be quicker and easier. So I mean, there's a lot in it about the politics and it's just fascinating. And I've had dreams that I've been electrocuted in an electric chair.
Wow.
And I have very strong feelings about the death penalty and the use of electricity to kill people. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on.
That's interesting.
I've had near misses with electricity where, 1 second later, I probably would have died, kind of thing. I walked up against, it was raining, and I was I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was at a farm, and I walked up against an electric fence when I was wet. And
oh my goodness.
I got to tell you, I've felt really good ever since then. It felt so good.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it was a little startling to everybody.
Electricity or something?
Yeah. If you get electrocuted, you die. So people that say I've been electrocuted and they're alive,
okay,
I guess is not the correct way to say that. I've been told by electrical engineers, because I got zapped by Christmas lights as well, and I couldn't let go of the lights, and I was like, ah! And so I'm like telling the story, and they're like, Christine has to unplug the lights, and then I can let go. And her family's brilliant, and they all know everything. So me, I'm telling the story, and I'm electrocuted with the Christmas lights, and her niece goes, "You'd be dead if you were electrocuted, Marianne." So I'm like, okay, I just was zapped or whatever. I don't know. Then she explained in a very technical way what had happened to me. So between that and the amount of radiation I've had with the number of x-rays I've had, yeah.
You're like a divining rod or a rod, for
I'm something.
That's my brother that's got that had polio, and he walks on with braces and crutches.
Yeah.
And he always felt like he was just a rod there for electricity,
Yeah.
And then he broke his leg and ended up with a pin in his leg, and so he was just like this little electrical thing, that walking around.
Right.
Wait.
I can relate to that. Yeah. So, well, that's been an interesting little discussion.
Side note. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
I have 2 decks. Do you want to draw a card, or did you want to talk about a specific topic?
Why don't let's draw a card. But I do want to say something new and fun about manifesting.
Well, say it.
I listened to I did a 3-day, it was like 1 hour a day thing with a man, Mike Dooley. He writes the notes from the universe.
So everybody you bring up, we have to reference in the correct.
I know, that's why I was going to leave it at a man. And then I remembered his name.
Shit. Now we have the Edison book and this one. All right.
Okay, okay. So I'll quit saying names. Anyway, we're talking about manifesting. And, you know, people get into manifesting and they think, and we've been taught at times, you have to be very detailed. When in fact, you really don't.
Yeah.
And he talks about making the main thing that you want, painting that with a broad brush. And, you know, at the end of the day, no matter what else you want, what you're striving for generally is happiness. Right?
Okay.
So if you're focusing on manifesting happiness and you're being aware of happy moments, he said the universe is not neutral. It doesn't make decisions for you. It doesn't do this or that, but it's not neutral. It actually wants the very best for you.
Yeah.
So if you are focusing on, you're telling the universe, okay, I want to be happy. The universe is going to bust its ass to make sure you're healthy, got money, blah, blah, blah. You know, you can have subtitles underneath that. But once again, you don't need to be telling the universe how it happens or what it looks like particularly.
Agreed.
So I thought, that's nice. It's pretty easy to just to say, you know what, I want to be happy. And health is the number one thing under that big, broad brush stroke.
Yeah, right.
You know, and then, but it's like, well, that's simple. That is so much simple. I don't have to tell anybody what I have to be happy. I just want to be happy.
Right. I mean, we talk about it's not our job to figure out the outcome.
Absolutely.
You
It's or the details.
Right. I feel like it's the same.
Yeah. We know the outcome we want is happiness.
Right.
Okay. And so the way it comes about, I mean, we were gifted when we were put here.
Right.
With this magic power of being able to manifest and co-create. But we got in our egos and we decided we had to do it all. Right? Or that we had to pray to an outside God and ask for stuff. We don't have to ask for anything. We have to state what it is that we want, what we intend to have.
Yeah, it was when
because we are pieces of God, you know. We are co-creators. So it's like, stand up, cowboy up.
Recognize that in yourself. And when we ask, it is indicating to the universe that we lack something.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
I've tried to eliminate want. I want this, I want that, or I desire this, I desire that.
Yeah.
It's, you know, for my highest good, I will put the intention to be open to receive it then.
Absolutely.
You know.
And that's a key word too, open to receiving.
Yeah.
Because we have been brainwashed a little bit about how unworthy we are.
A little bit?
You know, I just need enough money for groceries tomorrow. I'll worry about the next day, you know? Yeah, we don't have to do that. We don't have to live like that.
I like it.
I do too. Well, it's great fun.
We're going to ask the wisdom of the hidden realms, which I haven't used in a minute.
Oh, that's right. We haven't used that for a while.
Philip Aaron Reed. We're going to ask the wisdom of the hidden realms what we know about manifesting for our highest good.
What we need to know?
What did I say?
What we know. Well, it may work.
Yeah, it's coffee in here, really. When I said it, it felt like something was missing. Like,
and yeah, they're just one or two words was all, but I think I have that exact shirt, blouse.
It is a blouse.
Yeah, that you have on. I think I have that exact one.
Sometimes they wear shirts, but they really don't fit as well as blouses.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. I like it.
I do too.
It's like the silver. It's not white. It's like silver in it.
Right.
You can't really tell
I like it.
on this. Well, thank you. Okay, I need to get grounded. So it'll just pick up on whatever energy is going on with me today, right?
There we go.
No, I need to remove myself from ego and speak only what spirit wants to be said for the greater good of all of us. I have my feet on my salt blocks. I took a salt bath before I came here.
Really?
Well, a salt shower.
How do you do a salt shower?
Well, I use a salt scrub from, oh God, I'm going to do another reference, Michelle Snelling, one of our wonderful mentors. She has all kinds of salt products with her oils. And there's salt scrubs and just all kinds of stuff. And some are
Okay.
bath salts that you can use in the bathtub, which I prefer to do. But I was in a hurry this morning. So we just got the salt in the shower, and then it turns the shower floor red. And if I forget to clean it up, Christine gets all upset when she sees that, understandably, because
Yeah.
it's like something bad happened in there. Because I think anyways, okay. Wisdom of the hidden realms. What do we need to know about manifesting for our highest good? Let's, one of the ways I like to work with this deck is to look at what is hidden to us. So,
that's nice.
What do we need to know about manifesting that we don't already know, that's hidden to us, that's still, not obvious for our
right, that we have not awakened to quite yet.
There we go. What do we need to know about manifesting that we have not awakened to for our highest good? Well, that was 10 minutes of fucking around. Wow, what a beautiful card. Number 34. It's called The Winged Wise Ones. Angelic help, miraculous aid.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that card.
I don't think I've ever pulled it.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, that is gorgeous. What do we need to know about manifestation that we are not already awakened to for our highest good? And I pulled it upright. And which is interesting because this is probably one of the few cards, I think there's maybe 2 or 3 that you can only read upright,
Oh, really?
Yeah, in this deck she has allies and challengers. So a challenger is the reverse position. But this says always allies and never challengers. The winged wise ones represent the aid of all the angels. When you enter their realm, know that your sincere prayers will be answered according to the will of the divine. This also represents divine intervention and the potential of miracles to heal and transform as if by magic. Have faith, whatever your circumstances. Heavenly beings are watching over you. The winged wise ones give you a glimpse of the future by offering messages whispered on the wind. These are translated within you as inspired thought, instantly unraveling the past and revealing the present. Be aware of the higher consciousness in you. Didn't you just say that? This is a good time to observe your thoughts through meditation. Who is observing those thoughts? That self is kin to the winged wise ones who have come to help you soar. All right, Joanne.
That makes me think that it isn't so much what we've not awakened to, but what we've forgotten maybe a little bit, in that we've got so much help. It isn't just about us
Right.
changing our minds and doing this and doing that. It's about calling in all the enforcements that are sitting around filing their nails, drinking coffee, saying, God, I wish I had something to do today, but they think they don't need us, and that type of thing, right?
You got me cracking up today, Joanne. Yeah, no, I never imagined my angel needed to file her nails or his nails, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, they're bored.
You taught me that, and that was always so surprising because I was raised very differently, right, in my faith belief, and that I no longer adhere to. But it was that, they saw and knew everything and knew what we needed, and it was for our, and we,
yeah, we didn't have any power, right?
So for us to have to open to that open receptivity, right, and say, hey, I need some help. I love it.
And I've taken shortcuts, like, they say you need to ask, and you do, but so I always find these shortcuts, and so I'm saying, okay, I give you all permission to read my mind and know when I need you.
You told me that, and I'm like, come on.
Yeah, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but I'm thinking, you know what? I think they don't mind being asked, and maybe that's what we need to do, or I need to reinforce that more often. Say,
yeah,
hey, I want you all the time,
I think when we exchange that vibration with them, like when we put a vibration out, either through our voice, our thoughts, when we're saying, hey, help me with this intention, or however we say that.
Right.
I was telling one of my clients yesterday that it's really important in the midst of chaos to give yourself a signal, and that's what this is reminding me of. And I often I have my Merkaba, my bear fetish, and if I don't have time to verbalize, or I don't think I have time, right, or put that thought and things are just happening, I'll just start tapping that, and I've set that up as a signal, but there's a motion to it. So I'm putting out that vibration that when I'm doing this, I'm calling all my angels in.
That is a marvelous, marvelous way to do things, because lots of times prayers are too long. When I've taught pendling classes, there's a marvelous short paragraph prayer that goes with it. But if you're in a store and you're pendling for some vitamins and stuff like that, all you have to do is, when you say the prayer, say, okay, when I say this word, and of course I use peace, that brings the whole prayer in, and the universe, the angels, they know what I'm after. They know that I'm looking for truth, this type of thing. So I love that you put that into your necklace and your totems and those,
right.
And what a beautiful way. And like you said, and you've got the motion. You don't even have to say anything. You've got the motion. If you're in a crowd, or if you're doing something that suddenly you realize, oh yeah, let's bring in the troops here,
And what's happened to me now is that it's not even conscious. So I'll all of a sudden find myself doing that, or somebody will say, what's the matter? Because I'm going like this. And I'll be like, oh, nothing.
Yeah. So it's actually, it's just using the magic in our lives.
Right.
And
I mean, you can't make this up. Everything you said about manifesting was in this reading. It kind of freaked me out a bit. I'm like, come on, be aware the higher conscious is in you. And you're like, yeah, that, we're all Christs of God, right?
Absolutely.
I love this. I loved these two sentences. The winged ones, The winged, it's a bit of a tongue twister, I will say, and I've done pretty well so far. The winged wise ones give you a glimpse of the future by offering messages whispered on the wind. These are translated within you as inspired thought, instantly unraveling the past and revealing the present.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's like we get these ideas. Sometimes we think, where'd that come from?
Right? It came out of
Right?
nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, and when you say you can't make this stuff up, that's also what you're saying, because it's like, where did that come from?
That's exactly where it came from.
Yeah. And so it's, once again, it's living life in not just magic, but enjoying what life really is.
Mm,
And it's like taking these steps out of this training we've been put through
right.
and doing it our way, because that's just as good, that's just as powerful as the other way. And it doesn't matter what anybody else does.
Right.
We're the creator of our own world.
I love it.
And what a fun thing to, when you stop and think about everyone around you, all these angels and
Right.
these messages, and gosh, it's like, oh, I want to be open, I want to be receptive to everything.
I think this is a really good time for an activation.
Great. That's what we'll do. And we're going to all step into our power here and to the magic that we live with. So take a nice deep breath, get real comfortable, get real grounded, get the roots through your feet down into the crystalline heart of Mother Gaia. And there's always that nice little funnel coming down from your tailbone into the earth, because when we do these activations, there's a chance that the residue of some heavier energy is just going to need a place to leave. And so it just goes down into Mother Earth and is instantly transmuted into light. So take another deep breath and see this beautiful golden white light of the Christ just overflowing out of your parameters, out of your body. There is no end to this light. It goes on forever and ever. And we are saturating Mother Earth and her inhabitants this very moment with this light, along with ourselves. But this is our constant gift to the enlightening of this mother planet that we're on. So now take another deep breath through your heart and see your heart light come out. See the color, know that that's another gift both to you and to the planet. And then look in front of you, and there's a screen. There's a screen in front of you. It's actually, it's a doorway. It's not a screen, it's a doorway. It's the old time round topped doors, just beautiful, the big handle on it. You're going to walk towards that door and you're going to open it. And what you're going to walk into is your perfect world. Your perfect, I am happy world. And you're going to get a little bit of a story when you step in there. First of all, you're going to see a little bit of what you've manifested. And if it's not quite to your liking, if you look around you right this moment, you're going to see that there are angels of every shape and size. If you look at the flowers, there are angels in the flowers, flitting around the flowers. There are angels around you, and oh my goodness, and you've got this amazing, beautiful crystal wand in your dominant hand. So if you look and and you see something that's just a little heavier energy than how you would really, you might think, I'd be happy if that wasn't that way. Touch that with your wand. And know that the angels are not just standing there to watch this, they're there to help you. So make it very clear that you are totally receptive to their help in creating the perfect happiness, the perfect earth that you would love to be in this very moment. Are there happy children all around? Are there big tables of food and drink? Is there music playing? Are there classes being taught? Are there inventions being discovered and created? Whatever it is that pleases you is right in this doorway. Anytime you want to step in, there it is. And you can change it every single day. No one cares if you change your mind. No one cares if one day you want a perfectly natural hot springs that you just strip down and step into and luxuriate. And there's your angels helping you in, thanking you for needing them, for wanting them, for asking them, because that's their only purpose, is to play a role in our co-creating. That is our power. We are Christ of God, and we are powerful. We do not have to ask. We intend. And we've always got the wand and the angels to make any changes and to create different days. It's a beautiful, beautiful way to live. And it's a beautiful way to be of service to others, to be the catalyst so that they might do exactly the same. So take a deep breath. We're going to back out of this room. We're not going to turn our backs to it. We're going to back out of it, and we're going to send stars and kisses and hearts of gratitude into what we created. Some of the angels stay, but there's always angels that go exactly with you. So it doesn't matter. You can back out of this door, close the door, and you can create the same thing this very moment in this very world. And you've got a whole team. You don't have to figure out how they do it. That's not your job. You simply state the outcome and give thanks that it's already occurred. We are magic. We are magic. And you can feel that as you stand in the light of the Christ and in your own heart light. And you feel the love and the companionship of the angels. So take a deep breath of knowing that this is truth. This is the real world. This is the real world. Another deep breath. As you come back, and you haven't come back alone. So when you're ready, Know that this is done by the power of three, a perfect Trinity. It is done, it is done, it is done.
And so it is.
Namaste.
Namaste.